Welcome back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Chris Malanga alongside Coach Todd Grosjean of the Bryan Lady Bears, and Coach into the Final Four with that big win over Norwalk.
Unbelievable. I said that after the game, but it's still, I keep waiting for somebody to pinch me and wake me up. But, these kids have just taken us on a great ride, and the community's got behind us, and what an experience and lifelong memories these kids are, going to have.
Talk about that atmosphere at Mansfield the other night with both teams traveling pretty well. It was just an unreal experience.
Yeah, and especially on a night with the weather, as bad as it was, we still had a huge following. To see all those Spirit buses unload and those kids file in was pretty impressive. 2.5 hours on a school bus to get to a game, and it's a credit to the Bryan community that gets behind their sports programs, and our boosters that have taken care of us so well, and just everything, from the other sports supporting these kids to, it's outstanding. Bryan, we use the phrase Bryan built, but it's definitely the case here.
Absolutely. And we had over 2,000 people that watched, unique visitors that watched the stream. So, I mean, it's unbelievable. But, I think in that game, you guys played really well against Norwalk. But I think in the end, you really wore them down. Your pressure defense wore them down. They hit a three to get within 5. And then all of a sudden, you guys answered with a big 3 from Reese. And I mean, is that how you kind of saw things play out?
Well, yeah, and I thought, I think we talked about this after the game. There was an opportunity for us to maybe have a meltdown and panic, and let them back in the game and maybe even take the lead. But our experience, I think, out front, especially with Reese, and our guard play, Mara's pretty even keeled, and we didn't panic, and we got a good possession. Reese hit a huge monster 3 at the top of the key. Actually had a shot earlier and passed it up, took a dribble to her right, and I think still took the shot a little bit better angle, a little bit better, position, and was able to knock it down. And you could just see from that point on, the kids weren't going to be denied.
Yeah, absolutely. Just an amazing game to call and amazing game to watch. So now you go down to the state tournament in Dayton, the Final Four, and it's going to be Thursday morning at 11, which is kind of an odd time to be playing basketball, but you'll play it anytime, anywhere. But you're facing Cincinnati Purcell Marian, who was the Division III state champs last year and has now moved up into your division.
Yeah, and Coach Walker and I were just, chuckling about it yesterday at practice. A year ago, we were sitting in the nosebleed sections watching that game, and never dreamed that we would be back there the following year playing them. And yeah, they're a formidable bunch, and I think they have everybody back from that team last year, and one of the better players in all of the state, and D. Alexander. So we're gonna have our hands full, but you know what? We just want the opportunity.
Yeah, I was looking down their stats. D. Alexander's averaging 26 a game. That's got
Yeah.
to give you nightmares as you're scouting.
Yeah, you know what? She's going to get her points. And as we've told the kids, you know what? We're not going to shut her down completely. She's too good a player, but we just need to obviously slow her down a little bit in the supporting cast. And hopefully they haven't been guarded like we're capable of guarding people. And we're going to show up and give them our best.
What else do you see out of them?
Well, they're very athletic, obviously. They've got twin guards. I think they're the Miller girls, Kira and Sierra, maybe, and they shoot it really well. They've got 4 girls that I think have over, 23s. One girl has, I think, 74 made threes this year. The Mosley girl. So we've got to obviously get out and contest shots. The problem is with the Alexander girl, she wants to get to the basket, and sometimes, we're going to have to help in certain situations, and that obviously opens up the perimeter. So we're going to have to be really creative on how we guard the 3-point line, and when we want to help inside. I think foul troubles, we got to stay out of foul trouble if possible, and obviously taking care of the basketball, because they're very, very good at pressuring the basketball as well.
Absolutely. Everybody doing well health wise?
Yeah, health wise, I think we're okay. Obviously, other than maybe we got some tired kids, but I think that they're going to get caught up here in the next day or two. And we had a good practice last night. Got another one tonight here at home, and then tomorrow morning we're going to get on the road and opportunity to practice at Vandalia Butler, and that'll be more of a shoot around walkthrough, and finalize the things we want to do on Thursday.
Do you guys get some court time on Wednesday at Dayton?
No, nobody gets any time on the floor at Dayton. So you're walking in there, unless I don't think anybody's had the opportunity to play there.
Yep.
I don't think they host high school games, but obviously Purcell played on that floor last year, so they might have a little bit of an advantage. But is what it is. We're just going to show up. Obviously, when you play in the Final Four, you're going to play good teams, and hope. I think we're a pretty good team too.
Absolutely, you are. So show up, play your best game, and see what happens, right?
Exactly.
All right. Well, Coach, we wish you the best of luck on Thursday. Hopefully, we're chatting again on Friday morning in anticipation of a championship game Saturday.
Well, thanks, Chris. And hey, just a shout out to you and Brian that have covered us all year.
We've enjoyed it. It's been a fun ride. So we won't be able to do video, obviously, but we'll be there on the radio. So that should be a good time.
And I'm sure there'll be some people back at home listening. So
absolutely.
Thanks.
Absolutely. Well, thanks, Coach. Todd Grosjean of the Bryan Lady Bears is going to take this time out. Back after this on Q96.5.